Good morning guys and Salamat Datang. My name is Mogul. I'm a digital nomad having worked in Malaysia for the last month. Today marks my last day to go home back to the UK, and honestly, it's such a bittersweet feeling. I just feel like the past month has gone by so fast. While I was here, I've learned so many new things about this country. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my experience living in KL for 5 weeks and to share some insider knowledge. So I've been staying at an area called Mont Kiara, which is a big district for expatriates. So the area tends to be a bit more expensive than other areas, such as these. So hot. In terms of accessibility in Malaysia, there is not many modes of public transport outside of the centre. Sure, there are buses, but it takes much longer than getting a car. You get a Grab, which is a mode of transport people use here, like a taxi service. So for my personal experience with Grab, it's been very hit and miss. I decided to come in January, which is probably one of the heaviest months for the monsoon season. Bearing in mind, it takes double the amount of time to get anywhere when it starts raining. I was trying to book a Grab taxi to my dance class, which in theory should only take about 15 to 20 minutes, but that 20 minute becomes 40 minutes. So I had to skip that for 1 week. Around the hours of 4 to 6 p.m, the Grab prices skyrocket. In Malaysia, they have an abundance of malls around here, and these places generally open until quite late, between 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. But I have to warn you that some of the malls are very, very expensive. TRX Exchange just basically consists of so many designer brands. For food, I'd say Grab is probably the most convenient and most affordable way to get food. For example, this only cost me £5.20. But when it comes to affordability, you're better off walking over to your closest supermarket, like Jaya Supermarket or 7-Eleven. If you live within the city centre, then I definitely recommend the food court in KLCC Mall. I have never smiled so much at a food court because the variety and affordability of the food in there is just beyond this world. They have Malaysian, Japanese, Korean, Thai, even the traditional Malaysian stuff like clay pots. It's apparently a must-have here. The pink Duolingo. The top food I recommend, the banana leaf, curry mee laksa, the nasi goreng. I would also recommend Chinese food, especially mala. I basically tried to eat it as much as possible before I went back to UK because UK is not cheap. Oh, I forgot to say this, but another place I'd recommend for food is Petaling Street / Chinatown. Where is the street? As well. Tropical thunderstorms come in January if you want to witness them. Apparently in January it's meant to like rain and thunderstorm every single day, but for when I came, I arrived in KL on the 17th. It wasn't that bad. Okay, no, it was kind of bad. I didn't want to come when it was overbearingly hot. So if you can afford to take a weekend trip to, say, another area of Malaysia, then I definitely recommend it. Langkawi is great for beach trips and island hopping. Whereas Penang is good for the food, unique sightseeing. Or if you want to just take a day trip to go somewhere, go to Genting Highlands. It might be like an hour drive, but the cable cars and the shopping mall at the top makes it worth it. Batu Caves is also very unique. I wish I booked an open return because I didn't expect myself to enjoy being here so much. Despite being at home most days during the weekdays, I just feel like seeing green outside my window. It's just so therapeutic and it makes me want to work harder. It's also a very multicultural city. Hardly any room to get lost in translation. And the people here are also very nice. They can be quite funny as well.
How long you stay UK? Your accent is for like Adele.
Sorry, like what?
Adele.
Adele, the singer.
Oh.
Would I come back to Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur? 100%. There's like two opinions about Malaysia. They're like, why are you going to Malaysia? There's not that much to do. I don't think I've stayed here long enough to see like everything I wanted to. For example, the Cameron Highlands, Sarawak or Kota Kinabalu is on a separate island to the peninsula of Malaysia itself. But we didn't manage to go because the prices to go there, you guys need to book in advance because they are so expensive. I recently went to Penang, which is in my other video, but literally booked the tickets last minute the day before and it was only £60 each. Thank you guys for watching. Comment anything you'd like me to answer below, and I hope this gives you confidence in going to work in Malaysia.